Hello, everyone. zetamath here. Welcome back. Let's see how much I remember what was going on in this. It's been a few days since I've recorded, which always means that my brain has tried to dump a lot of what was in here. My brain doesn't store a lot of information. I have some pile of notes, so that's something. Right. We have almost all of the things in the top row filled in. I think I have a couple pictures in my phone concerning that. Perhaps most importantly, what I recall is last time we successfully unlocked the diamond mine that apparently comes with the house. And so that means that today, I believe, and every future day, I believe we are going to start with 2 gems. So that is exciting. So this is going to be day 19, it looks like. Perhaps, or it's going to be a loading screen. Here we go, day 19. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go check out the diamond. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is grab my allowance, and then I'm going to go check out the diamond mine. Also, this is the first time I'm recording after this series has started to go up, so I've started getting some comments, and some people felt that I misunderstood what was going on in the boiler room and that perhaps I should give that a second look. So if we get an opportunity to do that today, that's not the one I opened apparently, we'll do that as well. Must have been down over here somewhere. Maybe it's over here? There it is. Haha. The gem mine. Okay. Let's see. Can I just come here and grab a bunch of gems? Let's see, I can come here and look at this note. Here is the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavations to 2 stones per day. Well, I didn't decide that. I'd be fine with more than that. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecraft from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use here. So Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now, there's still 1 more cart to track down, but it's locked on a short track, and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it to the other side if they can get over there. Also informed us that there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. I'm realizing I should make sure I have paper to write on. I don't think I need to write any of this down. We have been told that there's something going on with the sheets of paper that like perhaps involves things like the boldness of the letters. One of the things I've been noticing in particular is that the A's in particular, you can tell are getting faded because that part of the ink or whatever is slowly going away. And so I think we can put these notes in chronological order, roughly speaking, based on how much the A is or is not de-inked. And so I think this is one of the most recent ones because this is one of the most extreme A inking incidents that we have seen thus far. It won't let me just grab them off the wall. Tragedy. But I can do that, which has done something. Now I've got a blue light, and the game is called Blueprints, so that seemingly must be good. Something at some point mentioned something about there being like 12 big things you have to do. I wonder if that was one of the 12 things or something like that. I don't know. Okay, we can head back into the house. If I were playing this by myself, I would just now reset the day so that I would have more steps, but it feels a little untoward, we'll say, to do in a Let's Play. So I'm going to roll with it. I do have to remember to go over here, though, and check the fancy area, where I can get my sort of starting bonus room, if you will. It's over here across this bridge-a-majig, I want to say. recall correctly. There we go. Okay, would we like this to be a shrine where we can make an offering to receive a blessing, a trading post where there are items for trade, or a tool shed where there are 2 special items? So the tool shed is very awesome. However, I haven't been to either of these others, and I want to prioritize getting to every room at least once, just in case there's anything laying around. Now, several people have pointed out in the comments that very often I have gone to a room to make sure there was nothing in it and then walked right past the thing that I was supposed to find in the room. So me going to the room once, I suppose, is no assurance that I won't miss anything. There is a wire here. Or is that a vine? It sure looks more wire than vine to me. I don't see anywhere I can interact with it directly, but maybe this is like a witness kind of wire where I have to sort of follow it to the real puzzle. Okay, but we can make an offering. Okay, I'll give my money and see what happens. Why not? You have received the blessing of the dancer. While drafting, you may pay gems to spin floor plans. Blessing duration, or pay 1 gem to spin floor plans. Blessing duration 3 days. Okay. I accept. Alright, so now 10 feet down, let's run into the house. 11 feet down, let's run into the house. Okay, so I did want to do a quick check just to see if I see anything that makes me go, oh, that might be relevant. This painting, something similar to it shows up in a postcard in one of the rooms, but I don't think that is immediately relevant. There are lots of clocks throughout, and one thing that occurred to me while watching, we did a live preview or whatever of the first episode of the series, and one thing that occurred to me is that, like, a lot of rooms, such as the den, have a very distinct number of clocks, as in, I guess what I mean by that is, have a lot of clocks, and so it's possible that what I should be doing, I'll get money since I don't have money, is counting the number of clocks that show up in each room. Also, a thing that I realized while watching this is that it says something like 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. That probably means that in total, throughout the entire manor, there are those 15 fruit, although I don't know what to do with that information. That's not how you spell coffee, by the way. It's missing an E. Sugar, flour, those are spelled correctly. I was hoping those would each be missing a letter too. There's a box up here, but I don't think I can go up the ladder anyway. Lux, this coffee is spelled correctly for what it's worth. Am I just making up that this coffee isn't spelled correctly and I'm just, like, not looking at the side where the E is? No, it's really not, unless it's not coffee and it's something called cough. Let's see, there's a T. Okay. Now my brain, and I'm guessing this is a wild goose chase, but now my brain is focused on the kerning on the T, meaning how the letters are arranged. That E does not look like it goes with this T and this A. It's a different size, like it's slightly bigger, it's slightly bolder. And the fact that that combines with an E that was missing from the coffee, I imagine the joy of being the designer of one of these games is that you like watch someone play this and then you like fall on the floor laughing when someone is like looking at the font of something that you just threw together and had no significance whatsoever. But anyway, we're going to pay attention to that. And it's going to turn out to not be anything, but just watch. Okay, we'll put the nook. I'll take a key. I always like keys. Sometimes we get a magnifying glass, or at least we used to sometimes get a magnifying glass in this room. Maybe we don't anymore. We've got this boogie box, or whatever you want to call it. Jukebox, maybe? Let's see. All these various things. I'm just looking for letters more than anything. I do have a chest here. I am very bad about noticing chests, but I'm going to use the lock here. I got 2 ivory dice to re-roll that I should remember to use because I am absolutely terrible, as anyone who's watched any of the previous episodes will know, at remembering to do that. Okay, I will go through the parlor because I don't mind picking up, even though I have 2 gems, I wouldn't mind having more gems. This box is not blue. Okay, well, that's false. Every statement with the word blue is false. Well, that can't be true, because this statement has the word blue, and if it were true, it would be false. And so the black box and blue box are empty. This one has to be therefore true, because neither of these can be true. And so this is true, which means that the gems are in the white box. Ooh, an apple. Tea set, pawn, puzzle, horse. I'm just looking for, like, if I take, like, the first letter of these, like, horse, puzzle, I don't think it's spelling anything. But they're, like, clearly arranged in an order, which makes me suspicious that maybe I should be looking at them more closely. Let's see, we've got a pillow. Okay, we've got a library. Okay, we did upgrade the storeroom. So now the storeroom, that was another accomplishment last time that I forgot to mention earlier, is that the storeroom now gives 2 keys. I guess I will take that. Which does chop off one of our 3 ways, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I got fixated on the things I keep calling the paintings right away, and so I stopped looking for other things, but I suspect there's probably other visual cues. The E on this coffee is going to bother me now. Okay, I'm going to even write that down. Missing E in coffee in pantry. Okay, let's go this way now. Okay, we always like security. It does require a gem, but I've got tons of gems, so we can definitely pull up security. We want to... Right. So this says, blue memos are true, red memos are lies. And then this part we looked at with a magnifying glass. You can't really say, but this says unless written by hand. So maybe red things are true if they're handwritten, which would be a further complication on top of all of this. One thing that we're basically obligated to do every time we go to the security office is change the offline mode to unlocked. And then set the security level to low. However, Tristan pointed out, and this had occurred to me, but I don't think I'd fully internalized it, that if I do then find the power box, or whatever it's called, I always forget the room with the circuit breaker in it, and I shut down the keycard doors, I should then turn the frequency of keycard doors to high because they'll all be open. So if I find both and then I'm ever able to like go backwards without spending an untoward number of feet, then I should probably attempt to do that just to sort of really maximize the stuff. Let's see, this is where we got the terminal password. I am just focusing on the letters on this because I hadn't really appreciated this before, but like a lot of the letters here are heavier than others. This is a different well, it might not be a different typewriter, but these are all capitals, so that would suggest it might be a different place. But you can see sort of like in this particular note, the K, the Y, the S are more bold than the others. The D, N are more bold. Okay, let's see. This is more towards the edge, so I'm going to go this way. 2 items. We'll go with the bedroom, I suppose. It was explained to me, by the way, in the comments, and this is completely true, that the way this gives +2 feet, because I hadn't sort of fully taken into account, even though it was explained to me very carefully, that whenever I cross a threshold, I lose a foot. And so this does gain you a foot every time you go through it. Or sorry, gain you 2 feet, but that basically just covers going in and out. And so basically you can sort of loop it like I started to in an early episode, but it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, I'm looking at these again. So it's like a column. I have no earthly clue what that is or what that is. It's probably like a box. That's a book. That's a pawn. PB is not a promising ending to something. I have no idea what that would be if I'm trying to make a word out of this, which is what I'm kind of trying to do. We have seen this a lot of places, I am noticing, as I am taking a slightly more careful look at some of these things. Why do we have a random vase of twigs? Admittedly, I've seen that like in people's houses in real life, but it seems like a bizarre decorating choice. Okay, spreading gems in green rooms isn't going to do a whole lot for me, admittedly, because I don't have any other green rooms. And I don't think that the spread, although I should look this up at some point when I'm reading the thing, maybe I should look this up and make sure this is true. I don't think when you spread, I don't think if you don't have the rooms out, I don't think if you later have them, it matters. Although a patio is one of the more interesting things. I think I'm going to take the closet just to get the items, and maybe I'll get a fancy item. Or maybe it'll just be a gem and a key. What's the silver key, though? So the silver key is a fancy key that lets you automatically get keys or rooms with lots of doors. Okay, this is blue, yellow, red, blue zebra. BYR. Oh, maybe this is black? Yeah, I don't quite see a way. I do recognize that these match the gem colors, but I don't immediately see anything to do with it, but I'm, again, just trying to pay attention because I suspect that there is more stuff that I'm missing. I wish I could turn this card over. This might be the postcard that I said looked kind of like the painting in the foyer, but it doesn't actually look very much like the painting in the foyer. If that is the case. Okay, let's see. Corridor is never locked. I think the observatory. The observatory does lead me into the problem that it is going to mean I'm only going to have one exit, but I do have the silver key if I need it. See, I wonder if... I realize there's like a bunch of chess pieces and a bunch of... +5 diamonds. Hey, very good. Because we had a pawn in one of the cases. There's the knight is here. Should maybe start a, like, chess pieces note. I'm going to forget to update this. Okay, so we've got, and I should remember knight in chess is N. Just write knight, or N, comma, knight. Because king is K is the reason. And it's, I guess I should specify, and it's white. Since it's a chess piece, and so I should either be white or black. Ooh, there's a compass. I would never have noticed that if I hadn't gone to write this down, just for the record. This is in the observatory. I briefly had a moment of terror that I was going to be trying to set up a chessboard, but actually, fortunately, this is 5 by 9, and chessboards are 8 by 8, so I don't imagine that is going to be the kind of thing I am trying to do. Okay, so I want something good out of this door. Den will do. Yeah, I'll accept Den. But I may be redrawing the next one. There's usually a chest in here, or I should say there's quite often a chest in here, but it's over there when it is. Let's see, we've got some swans. There is a pawn in the den. That actually looks almost gold. Are all the chess pieces I've seen white? I realize it might feel like I'm suddenly playing a different game. There is a candle. This clock is ticking, even though the pendulum is not moving, which I don't think is likely useful. I'm just looking to see if it looks like there's any sort of visual information in the way these book colors are arranged. I don't think so. Okay, this looks like I'm supposed to like shove items in there. Yeah, there's... Okay, this one actually is moving. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 clocks in the den, which feels like an oddly specific number of clocks for there to be. Like if the person was a clock collector and there were tons of clocks everywhere, that would make sense. Or if they like had a bunch of clocks in one room, that would make sense. But 6 doesn't feel like enough to feel like a clock collector, nor do these feel very clock collector-y kinds of clocks, not to be too judgmental of my dead relatives' clocks. But they don't feel special, except for maybe the big one on the wall. Okay, we've got another white pawn. Have we ever seen a black chess piece anywhere? But there's a white pawn in the dining room. In dining room. I admit one thing I'm looking forward to sort of getting further in this game for is that I've seen a lot of people posting sort of like game design analysis of this game where they talk about basically why they think this game is good or bad. And that sort of thing. And I'm very interested because I always enjoy that sort of segment of YouTube. So I'm interested to watch it, but I don't want to watch anything until I have finished the game. Oh, I didn't go out the door. I thought I went out. Hallway seems probably fine. But I'm going to go out the other way first before I go through the hallway. What is that? Oh, that's the back of the foundation. I see. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to go out. Ooh, the office. Okay, so last time we went to the office, it was amazing. So we're definitely going to go to the office again and see if I again get a disc. Because this is how we upgraded last time the... that piece. Oh, this is the car keys. I don't know how important it is that I get into the car again. I got in the car once. Speaking of the car. Oh, I don't think I looked closely at this. Nothing stands out to me in that particular photo, but who knows? Yeah, last time... Ooh, I didn't notice this. Oh, people are going to be so all over me in the comments for that. Ooh, there's a safe in the office. I'm going to just add that to my random note sheet. See, so I was all excited that I had found a bunch of things, but apparently I missed something even. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. The Flight of the Queen, The March of the Count, The Fall of the Lord, The Passing of the Barons, and The Herrings of the Major. And March of the Count is in black, and the other four are in red. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be Hearings or Herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Okay. Yeah, I guess it was too much to ask that there be a disc in here again. I'm guessing my I haven't gotten any new emails, but I could. Oh, I definitely want to spread the gold in the estate. Run payroll. Okay, return to main menu. Let's log into the network. It is Swan Song. Not to give away. I mean, I guess it's okay to give away dead people's passwords. So if you want to hack into their network now, you can. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any new emails. I somewhere wrote down today's date, or like the date of the first day. I think. I swear that I did. Day 16 was November 22nd, so there are no new emails, is what I have concluded. Okay. So I'm obligated to try some things on the safe. I don't think any of them are going to work, but I'm obligated to try because I haven't opened a safe yet. So just a reminder what I know about safes. So there are two things that have come up. And so one of them is the message that's hidden throughout the 5x9 rooms, which starts with a word that I think where I think the penultimate letter is B, but I don't know anything else. Excuse me. But the rest of the words are count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. And so it sort of feels to me like that's two different phrases, and that it's telling me that the 8 safes I need dates for. And also, I had a red note that said, one moment. I literally just saw this. I know it's in here. I had a red note that said the safe code is 9083. Now, it was red, so it should be false. So if I do 9083, enter, I think it's probably not going to work. But I figure it might be red because it's almost true. And so if I wanted to make that into a date, what would I do? I'd probably make it 0983, enter. And that doesn't work either. But then I've seen several dates throughout the I was going to say castle, but throughout the place. And so I can try a few of those and see if any of those happen to work. The real problem I have at the moment is I don't know what format to enter the dates in. So, like, I have a November 19th, 1993, and there's probably 80 different ways I could enter November 19th, 1993. Because I could do, like, 11/19. I could do 1911. I could do 1193, enter. And I don't have any clear way of identifying like how many digits it's looking for in the code is the problem. So I think I might have to wait until I see some more clear indication what format of date it's looking for. Aside from the fact that I'm going to try 9083 and 0983 on every safe I see. Okay, are there any chess pieces in here that I should be aware of? There's a interesting yellow gem thing. Yeah, we've got all the platonic solids, do we? There's a tetrahedron. There's a icosahedron. There's what appears to be a camera. That is not a platonic solid. Oh, that is a chess piece. That is a king that could be black, but I'm not 100% sure. But there is a king that is... I'm going to write gray because I'm not 100% sure whether that's supposed to be white or black in the office. Does every room have a chess piece? I kind of suspect not. Okay, we somehow have just even more icosahedrons. We have a clock that's almost exactly the thing. Another tetrahedron. Are you trying to tell me the code to the safe is 420 or something? Because it's like tetrahedron, dodecahedron? I'm not too surprised. Is it 2020? Probably not. Okay, I think that's all that I can do in here at the moment, so I should probably attempt to go north. Okay, so the commissary, I can buy an item, but it would dead end this, and I really don't want to dead end this. So I think I'm going to take the corridor to give me the optionality to run through the foundation, because the foundation sort of gives me, you know, sometimes I get self-conscious about saying the word three-way so often, but one of those. Let's see. Okay. The walk-in closet, which has 4 items. So the question is, can I be bribed by a walk-in closet? I can probably be bribed by a walk-in closet. I mean, that just feels like a lot of items. Let's see, I got a rabbit's foot, whatever that does. Let's find out. Greater chance of finding items. Oh, and the salt shaker, which makes me get more foot from food. Because apparently I'm putting salt on my fruit, which I guess is not an abnormal thing. It's not a thing I do. Okay, this is definitely black. So the walk-in closet has a black pawn, which means probably the king was white, because I couldn't tell, whereas this is very obviously black. And walk-in closet. Let's see, there are 32 total pieces in a chess set, if I am calculating 8 times 4 correctly. Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate the way that all worked out, but we'll survive. We'll go back through here, and then we'll go out this way. Did I write down that there's a white pawn in the dining room? I did. Okay. Now, if it turns out that there's a different collection of chess pieces next time, that'll be very interesting. Oh, right. I get... Oh. Oh. I haven't noticed this before. Okay, so we found... a magic thing for the foundation to lower slightly a thing. I can't honestly remember anything about what was there. Okay, so we're going to spend any number of gems to make sure we don't get cut off here. basically. Fortunately, I suppose, have to pay 1 to make the drawing room go here. Okay. Drawing room has a white pawn. So far, every room has had either 0 or 1 pieces. I have no clue. Like, I can't even... I'm trying to even brainstorm in my head. Like, what puzzle, what kind of question could I be answering that would be answered by this weird combination of chess pieces and rooms? And it might also turn out that it's, like, actually this cell that's the chess piece, but I don't think so. I mean, the absolute worst nightmare scenario is that it's trying to set up a chess puzzle for me, and I will not be good at a chess puzzle. I can tell you now. Wait, was that a second pawn, or is that the same pawn I already saw? I think it's the same pawn I already saw. Okay. Okay, this one, like, maybe somewhat refutes my claim that maybe these are, like, trying to spell words vertically. Okay, I really want something that will get me into the foundation. Okay, the library will not. The archives will, as long as it's not thing. But that also hurts me a lot. So I'm going to use my free redraw here. Okay, and then I'll put the courtyard down, which will do everything that I've ever hoped and dreamed of in one of these, basically. Okay, there is my... one of those. Let's see, is there an item anywhere around here? Is the hose an item? No. Very briefly, I had a flashback to the TV show. I guess it's more of a movie, The Lost Room. It's like a miniseries, sort of, which involves these magical objects and is incredibly cool. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Okay, so now we can go down through here. Down, down, doo 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 doo. Ooh, the music liked that. The music liked that a lot. Ooh, upgrade disc. Okay, so we must, before the day is over, get to a computer to plug that in. And if I do nothing else, okay, this is still the same paintings, I'm guessing. Okay, and then here is the elevator. It's called by an electronic key card. The basement door is locked. Oh, but can I use a key? Key does not fit. Okay, it gave me that back. I can use the silver key, but there's no way the silver key is the right special key. Okay, that does not fit. Okay, interesting. There's a red ruby on it. Okay, so we have another place to go. Okay, so the upgrade disc, by the way, if you have not seen it, lets me permanently make one of the rooms in my Dominion cooler. And I would like to make one of the rooms in my Dominion cooler. Preferably not one of the crappy ones like I got last time. Okay, so 2 of the 3 rooms that have a computer I've already done. So I think I should probably wander back to the office rather than trying to just, like, hope I guess, I mean, I can, for free, open this door and see if it just gives me the lab. Maybe it will, which is the other room with the key. I'll use a key, why not? It did not just give me the lab. Actually, the kitchen is kind of appealing because I can just buy a piece of food here, or 2 with my large amount of stuff. And that will stop me from running out, which will give me an excuse to... I do think I turned the water onto this. I guess that persisted? At some point, I was in a room that involved water connections. Yeah, I sort of feel like what's going to happen is I'm going to buy some food so I don't run out of feed immediately and don't have to worry about frantically getting to the thing. And then what's going to actually happen is that I'm going to then forget about it entirely. Okay, so let's see. Club sandwich plus 15 feet. Sure, I'll take 15 feet. Why not? Okay, and then it is sold out. For every red room in your house. Feels like a Shining reference. I realize it's not. It's just because tomatoes are red, but something red rum. Okay. We will go over here. Okay, we will use a regular key to open this. Sure. Ooh, there's the boiler room. That was on my list of things I wanted to go to, and it doesn't shut anything off. So yeah, I think we should go to the boiler room. Okay, so I made some things happen. I guess I should... okay, I'm not going to use a key on that. Okay, so let's remember. So I realized... So what I had previously thought, which people have told me they don't believe me, so I'm going to try it. I'd previously thought I'm going to have to come into this from the north in order to get over to that side in order to solve this puzzle. But it's possible I just have to reconfigure these Steam things better. I guess I can turn that on and off. I can flip this one way or to other. Okay, the thing I'm trying to do is make this gate open and this bridge extend. Although I suppose the slight problem here is if I do manage to get over there, now it's not going to go anywhere. But maybe that's okay. Maybe that's not why I need to get over there. But I at least should figure out what I need to do. Okay, can I adjust this? I cannot. Oh, maybe I can if I turn off this one. Can I come back over here and now spin this dial? I can. Okay, that probably bodes well. Okay, so now there's steam running this way. So now I can maybe turn this way. And now I get an elevator. Da-da-da-da. Okay, this was less involved than I had originally thought it might be. Okay, let's see, I can hit activate and see what happens. Nothing happened is the answer. I can move this either way. It's possible this also needs steam. This almost assuredly also needs steam, is what I am learning about. Oh, and then there's this. Oh, and then that probably also needs steam. Oh, I can throw this, and maybe throwing this will make it so I never have to do this again. Oh, but I can turn this on now. That's probably got to be useful, right? Okay, and so this is either... okay, so I turned it to turn that door on. So then the door opened, but I think I probably actually want it to go over here because I want to be able to press this thing, and I probably need to, like, do all three of them. It does feel much better to know, by the way, that... oh. I understand. You're not going to let me down. Jump! It feels much better to realize that I can actually spend as much time here as I want, because I'm not crossing between rooms. Wait. How did that not fix that? Oh, it's because it doesn't have any... Wait. Okay, I don't really understand why that didn't fix it. But I do understand that there's a freaking elevator, and I should use the elevator and not this. Okay, so I want to get all three of these things lit. So I have sort of this direction taken care of. There's one from over here on this side, which goes down there. And then there's one more that seems to come in from the back through that way. Okay, so let's try and get everything all powered up. Okay, so here is... okay, so that's for that elevator, I guess. Oh, except if I don't have that elevator, I don't think I'm going to be able to get back, because for whatever reason, this bridge opened and then retracted, which was really not nice, if I'm being completely honest about it, and my feelings. Okay, so we've got this. Oh, this needs to go up towards that, so that's one of them. This needs to go... Where is this going? That's going up to there. Okay, but... this is the thing that makes that spin. This red box. I don't think I know what this red box is even to. So maybe I should figure that out. I think this will tell me. Okay, that extended the bridge, at least. So that is, like, to the bridge box. Okay, this is getting steam. Okay, this would be to the spinny bit, I suspect. Okay, so I think I'm at 2 of 3 of these. Let me double check. It might be 3. Ah, it is 3. Okay. So I can press activate. Okay. Okay, I can activate that. Okay, so I could make this go any of 3 directions with the steam. And I don't really have any idea what this might, in theory, do. Like, does the kitchen want steam? I'm currently pumping steam into the kitchen. Is what is happening. I could pump steam north instead, if I was so inclined. Let's see this door. Oh, it's the lab. The lab is the room that said it needs power from the boiler room. Sadly, I don't think the special key's ever going to get me the lab. I know Tristan is editing this, and he is just, like, panicking that I'm going to have forgotten about the disc. And has probably already talked to me about how I'm probably going to forget the disc. I mean, it does plausibly seem like this could connect to the stove or something, but I don't think it actually does. But it seems plausible. Okay, so... am I going to go north? I forget what the Blessing of the Dancer did. Oh, the Blessing of the Dancer let me re-roll stuff. I see, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go back this way and go out that door. It's going to really suck if it turns out that what I actually need is to make the lab connect directly to the boiler room. I'm going to take the utility closet here because I want to shut down the keycard system. Okay, and then... Okay, I've already done that whole piece. I did that puzzle last time. Let's see, it says danger. Toggling of breaking switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Oops, sorry. I wanted that off. I don't know who I'm apologizing to. Okay, so I'm going to go back through the hallway, and I'm going to go back to the security office to both plug in... oh, sorry, this is not the way back to the security office. This is the way back to the security office. I suppose I ideally would have made it to rank 8 before doing this. Okay, that's back through the den and then the entrance hall. Sorry, not through the entrance hall, just through here. There's security. Okay. So we're going to insert the disc. Oh, sorry, I needed to actually click the disc. Press enter. Exit. E, insert disc. There we go. Okay, upgrade floor plan. Scanning disc. Let's see, it is going to let me upgrade the mail room. You will now have a chance to permanently enhance this room. Okay. Same day delivery. No contact delivery. Day after drafting. Or freight shipping. A very large package will be delivered here 3 days after drafting. So a very large package. Kind of like the no contact delivery seems the least fussy. I'm not sure if like the deliveries are going to ever be like, am I going to get like an item I need? I'm guessing I'm not going to get an item I need by doing the like the fancy giant package one. I think I'll choose the no contact delivery so that I don't have to try and like dig up the room the next day and have it turn out that I lose the thing because I didn't go there. Oh, right. And I was also coming here, I remember now, to change the keycard system so that the offline... Sorry, so that the security level is now high instead. And we'll confirm the settings. So, and the reason for that, the theory at least, is... that by doing that, I'm going to make it so that instead of locked doors, which I can't open because I don't have keys, I am going to find doors that require a key card, except they don't require a key card because I've taken care of the power. Okay, so now I probably want to try and prioritize, if I can, getting the dining room online so that I can... Oh, I've gone terribly the wrong way. That's not going to help. How on earth did I get there? Oh, I went through the observatory? That doesn't even sound familiar. Well, that didn't help. I'll tell you that much. Oh, there's money on the table. Oh, right. I used the office to distribute money, so there actually should be money lots of places. Okay, here's the dining room, but I haven't hit rank 8 yet. Okay, I can go up to the courtyard, where I know there is a gate that I can open now. Okay, let's see. Do I want any of these? Or do I want to reroll? I'm going to reroll. Okay, the foyer is what I think I want. For a couple of reasons. One is I wanted to look at it again. Because I feel like these puzzle names are things I should write down. There's the pointing fingers. There's fingers in a couple rooms. I should probably actually also write down the finger rooms. Okay, I think the pool is the answer. So only rank 7. But if I go up here, it will bring me to rank 8, which I can do because it's one of those. Okay, I've got a chance at a mail room. Sure, let's try out no contact delivery. Why not? Order placed. And just go through everything here real quick. Okay, this is the same letter. Wait, is this a different letter? No, this is the same letter. Somehow I thought that letter was from my brother, but it's apparently from my father. Someone in the comments said my character is like 14 years old, so I guess that makes some sense. Oh, hey, a gem. Did I read this before? Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. That seems like A, a thing I did not look at previously when I was here, and B, like a thing that I should probably write down. Now, it is in red, but it's handwritten red. And I think handwritten red is actually correct. I think, based on everything that I know. So, Denny Ravane. Is that an anagram? Ravane fired employee. That looks like an anagram. I don't see anything right away. Let's see. Oh, and then there's a... Oh, God. There's this little tiny thing that would be great to have the magnifying glass for, because there's something written under here. Probably will have to wait till I have the magnifying glass to read that. Oh, right. And we got the utility room puzzle, thanks in part to having found that before. Denny Ravane. If you try it in your head and it does turn out it's an anagram, let me know. Okay, so now I can go back to the dining room. Before I go... Oh, there's the shovel. Is that the shovel? No, that's a pool net. Which is not an object, as they say. Go back through the courtyard. Back through here. Back through the hallway. And go have my my stuffed wild quail. I do not have the trophy room. I don't think I've ever even seen the trophy room, actually. But I'll take 22 extra steps. I'm kind of close to getting cut off there at the northern area, but we'll go to the pool and we'll see if we can do anything else. Well, I mean, I'm sure we can do something else. the boiler room. I could try and go out through the boiler room instead. That might actually be better. I do really wish I had a key, of course. No surprise there. I have, like, the fake key, but I kind of would like to connect the lab here, but I'm sure I'm not going to get to connect the lab here as much as I would like. I can redraw the floor plans if I would like. But it's not going to, I think, make life significantly better. I'll put the archives here. For a couple reasons. One is, of course, it goes 4 directions, and so that gives me more chances to try to do things. The other is, at least historically, of course not this time, but at least historically, this room has much more often tended to have doors that require a key card to get through. Okay, I'm going to do my usual walk around here. There's this whole, like, scrapbook of stuff that is possibly or possibly not pure lore related to thing. I mean, it's probably not pure lore. It doesn't feel like this is the kind of game where most of the things are here just to be here. Okay, let's see. So are any of these unlocked? This one is unlocked. Okay, let's see. I can go to the library. I'll take the library. An extra gem. Oh, and that's right. And then I got this book. Okay, I think you get to hear me read another children's book. Okay, this is November 25th, 1993. Okay, and so... oh, it's funny. I've taken this book out before when I was younger. But, like, this is a shit ton of dates that could show up as safe keys, or safe codes, but it feels obscene to write down all of these. Okay. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the ideas that the sky's less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not seabird, you are not swimbird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Well, that one was sad. Okay, is there anything for me to glean from this other than that friends are kind of dicks and you shouldn't have them? Let's see. The word dare is bold several times, although I feel like that's kind of for plot reasons. The letter L and the letter F are bold. Okay, this is by Marion. It is locked. That is unfortunate. Oh, we'll go back to the archive. We are suddenly quite key-starved. That one is locked. Remember what I said about being key-starved. Oh boy. There's not a chess piece in here, is there? I didn't see one. Yeah, if there is, it's very well hidden. the doors are locked. Okay, well, back this way we go. Okay, so we're going to go back through here, back through the kitchen and the foundation. Actually, wait. Oh, no. I totally just burned 2 feet there because I went, like, a hair across the thing and then came back. Okay, well, I've got a red room, so I can have 6 food at least. Or, sorry, 6 feet. Okay. We know I need the basement key. I don't think I ever tried this door over here. No, it was locked the whole time. Okay, is there anything else I can aspire to do while I've still got some feet under me? Let's see. I don't think I need anything else from the mail room. Got those 2 fingers. I could write down all of these names, but I feel like that's probably not worth it. Let's see. Can look at this room again. There are, like, all these pictures, of course, and I have not sort of, like, forgotten that there's all of these pictures, which probably have some meaning, so much as my brain feels like I don't have anywhere near enough capacity to guess what they are. I don't think there's any, like, hidden message in here that I can see. Like, there aren't any obvious signs in this that there's a hidden message. There could be a hidden message, to be clear. Let's see, there was that. This is the dining room. Back to the den. I could just try all 10,000 combinations in the safe, assuming it's 4 digits and not more than 4 digits. I did write down that the den has a pawn in it, right? Hopefully. There we go. Yes, pawn in den, white. Okay. Observatory. I do remember there's something up here, but I don't remember what it is. Let's find out if it's anything. Oh, this just lets me move the telescope, and I do not want to move the telescope. Let's see, here's security. I don't remember if there's a chess piece in here. I'm going to make a quick scan just to attempt to get as thorough a census on chess pieces as I can. Oh, there is. There's a white knight in here. Okay, so there's a white knight in security. Okay, so we know the location of both of the white knights. Interestingly enough, they're adjacent in this particular instance, because they're in the observatory and the security room, assuming they don't move, which might be a big assumption, given what we've previously seen. Okay, did I write down that the bedroom has a white pawn? I did not. It's kind of more of a yellow pawn, but we'll take it. Oh, there's some money. Oh, right, I distributed money. I remember this now. I don't think there was one in the closet, but might as well double check. Yeah, I don't see one. Okay. But this has been a very good day regardless of whether I in fact find anything else, which it's looking like I'm probably not going to. Let me check the foyer again, because was there a piece here? No, there's not a chess piece. There's a bunch of stuff here, which mostly seem to be birds. Oh, right, I did discover I could throw coins in here, so I guess I'm going to throw coins in here, because what else am I going to do with them? I can't throw all of them in there, though. Only one, apparently. Oh, and I wanted to look at where the flame popped up, because we did get the blue flame to turn on, so that's something. From that vent. I don't remember what we actually... That might have... Was that from the boiler room? I don't actually remember even what I did to do this. Oh, no, it was from the mine. It was from the gem mine. We still got this over down here. Okay. I'm going to call it a day here, but thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back soon with another day in Blueprints. Hopefully it will be as good a day as today. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.